Hi learners, welcome to IoT design and applications. So in this example, we are going to see a topic called as null net in Contiki OS. So what do you mean by null net is null network. So this is what we call null net. So this is one of the powerful mechanism in Contiki. So whenever you connect any sensor node or any IoT device in the network, first thing you will be checking is whether everything is working fine. So for that the configuration we will be using the null net configuration. So from the documentation, so null net what it provides is a network layer that does nothing. So that means that there are various layers from physical data link and network layer, transport layer like this. So in the here network layer that does nothing. Null net is most useful for testing of lower layer protocol. So that means that in the lower layer protocol we just wanted to test whether everything is working fine, or for example IP version 6 less networking in general. So without any IP version 6, how can we able to find out using this null net? Null net is enabled via the make net variable and the C the document configuration. So we can check their website. So here what we do is in the make file we'll be using null like this, control V equal to make underscore null net. So anyway we'll check in the make file. So this is what the variable name for enabling the null net for any source file. So with null net, network layer packets are created directly by the application. So network layer packets are created by the application and sent as it is to the MAC layer. So to the MAC layer means to the bottommost layer. So instead of coming from the application layer, the application layer directly creates a network layer packet and send it to the bottom layer. That is a MAC or the data link layer. On the receiver side, the MAC layer will pass the packet to null net, which in turn call the application with a callback. So that means that it is like sending the packet, sending as well as receiving both will be happening between the MAC layer and the network layer packets. But how this is implemented in Contiki is we have a folder. This we have already have Contiki ng / examples / nullnet. So in this folder only we are having this source code. So anyway, I'll just open this file. So in Contiki ng examples we have a folder called as nullnet. So in nullnet we have broadcast nullnet broadcast.c there, nullnet broadcast unicast.c there. There are two files are there. We will open both these files. Okay, so now first I will go with nullnet unicast.c. So in this the explanation for this code is we have Contiki header file, then netstack and nullnet.h, and then we have a string function, so a string.h and stdio for printf and logh for logging and log module apps. It's an app, and here I have given an IP address here. So the send interval is 8 into clock seconds. So that means that for the event timer I want to give 8 into the number of clock seconds. So here in the static link address is destination address is what is address IP version 6. So I have given the number here 0x1112233445566778. So this my own address I have given. By default it will be having an address similar like this, and in the here in the link address coordinator address will be 0x01, then everything else is 0. So this is what the MAC address has, and here we have a process, that's a proto thread name called as nullnet underscore example process, and auto start, we are auto starting this process. Okay, now there are two functions here. So one function will be sending, another function will be receiving. See that we have a login for sending unsigned value, and here it is received unsigned value. So we are having two things. So what here this is the callback function. As we know that callback function means from the MAC layer again we'll get back to the network layer. That's a callback function. So just see the command here. We have a data. What is the data? What is the length of the data? And what is the source address? And what is the destination address? These are the parameters for the callback function. And if length equal to size of unsigned, so unsigned means what is the size of unsigned digit value? Then count. Then memory copy. So copy the value count data with the size of count. So how much data you just copy and then allocate to the variable. Then received percentage u means how much amount of bytes will be received from the count. Then take the link local link address, that is a link layer address. LL address means link layer address, because this is address at the MAC layer, and this is what the callback function. And the regular function here is process thread nullnet example event and data, and we having a periodic timer, and count value is initialized to 0 here, because here the count is not initialized, but here it is initialized, and process begin. Then so we have this link this TSCH set coordinator. So in this we are just sending the coordinator address as well as the link address node address. So coordinator address here is we have the coordinator address here, and there is the destination address. So these two are being added here. Then nullnet buffer equal to what is the total count. So there is address of the count, that is a buffer is the memory, how much it can able to hold. That's why using the ampersand count here because of the buffer. And the length of the nullnet is size of count, so that is size of the data. Then nullnet set input callback. So in the callback function, whenever it is calling, this function will be called, and based on this function we are sending as input underscore callback. So this is the name of the function that what we have here. Okay, so this is the name of the function, void input callback. So it is like a function pointer, it is being called. Then if not, link address comparison, destination address, link node address. If both are not same, or if not means if both are not same, then periodic timer send interval. Then while true, sending how much unsigned value to the count. Then output to the destination address, then count plus plus. So once count plus plus means the value of the counter will be incremented from 0 to 1, then 2, 3, 4 like that. So what here happens is every time a packet will be sent to the particular link layer address, and timer reset periodic timer, and after resetting the periodic timer, so every 8 into clock second, that is as per this logic here, every 8 into clock second the packet will be sent from the network layer to the MAC layer, and the callback will be happening. So this is the unicast that we have done it. In the broadcast here, similar like the broadcast, here only the coordinator address we have. So from this coordinator address, so this is a nullnet broadcast. So broadcast means it simply just sends the broadcasting value. Again the same logic here, only thing is we do not have any link layer address here, rather than we have only the coordinator address. So again the coordinator address is 0x01. So then callback function, the same thing, received value and sending the value in the broadcast. So that means that the coordinator value alone is here, and which is just been broadcast. Okay, so now how we are going to run this example. So we have two files, nullnet unicast.c and nullnet broadcast.c, and let's say I'll open the make file here. So how the make file looks like. So already we have done the project here, nullnet-unicast and nullnet-broadcast. Then contigi. So platforms exclude. So NRF52DK for this platform it will be excluded, but anyhow we are going to do everything in Kuja only, so let us not bother about this. And make MAC equal to make MAC underscore CSMA. So carrier sense multiple access you can enable. So question mark equal to means whether to include or not include. So it is an optional one. Here make net. So this is what very important. So make net equal to make underscore net underscore nullnet. So this function only we are just using it. This variable we are using it for the make file to enable the null network. Okay. So now the example here is we will be opening the. So we can either do in two methods, one through contigi shell, another through contigi GUI. So I will just explain it through GUI. So contigi ng tools Kuja, and simply run ant. So now open the editor, the Kuja IDE. Okay, now go to file, new simulation, then create. Now again we'll be using Z1 modes here. So modes, add modes. So Z1 we are using Z1 modes, browse, and go to nullnet. And first thing is we use broadcast here, broadcast.c, compile. Since we have already compiled for multiple times, anyway you just go with the clean and compile, so that it will be compiled from the beginning. So once this is installed, create, and just create only one node here for time being. So we just create a node, then again create one more node, again with the same Z1 mode, then browse. Then you can use nullnet unicast here. So that means what, one node will be doing the broadcast, the other node will be doing the unicast. Then create, again one node will create. Okay, so now we have these two things, and most of these values are in printf, so we enable printf for these nodes. Okay, so what we do is view will enable printf. So once we enable printf statements, so we will start the command here. Now we can see here, once I started it, both the packets have been exchanged here. The reason is here is you can see here I just pass this and just elongate this window. You just see here node id 1 is for broadcast and node id 2 is for unicast. So I have programmed node id 1 with the broadcast and node id 2 will be unicast. So now see that sending 73 to null link layer address. So usually when the broadcast is happening, the broadcast as per the source code, you can think of the source code here. So in this broadcast we have only the coordinator address. Okay, it can just broadcast means it can send to any node in this discretion. So that's what. So here it is sending 73 to null link layer address. So that's what here it is showing. But whereas the node id 2 is unicast, it is receiving the value from 0100 and this value it is receiving from. So this is what the advantage here. So similarly here sending 74 to the node number 2 is sending the value to 11223344 as per this logic I have programmed here. So that means that to this value. So this value 112233 is a destination address it is sending. Okay, so and then again it is sending 74 here. So that means what? So 74 packet is been sent by id 2 to this id and id 1 also here. So in case if you program any sensor device with this address, let's say 11223344 address, then that node will be receiving packets from this particular node. So this is how the way the null net is very helpful for understanding how it is been worked out. So if we enable Contiki shell, we can send ping packets also. We can able to ping that particular network node, whether the packet is pinging or not, that also we can able to see. So the counter value, so the received 73, 74, all these things are the counter value which you are incrementing at the sending function. So every time when it is incremented, the value will be incremented to 1 plus plus. So count plus plus. So that's what we have tried it here. Okay, so this is the example of just null net. So using this also we can do so many actions here. So this node, one node can control other nodes, other node can control other nodes. So maybe for example what I do is I'll just create one more node here in Z1, again one more node with unicast. So rather than one I will create with one more node. So I'll create a unicast, let's say 2 more nodes I'll create since it is unicast. So 2 more nodes. So just to bring this node here. So node 1 is broadcast where all other nodes are unicast. So then I use mode type here so that you get the coloring. So the coloring indicates that each node belongs to a different type or same type. Okay, so now node 3, 4 like this. Now start. Now you can see all the node exchange each other, the packets each other. Now we'll just go on, just open this window. So in this window, you can let me see that. See now you can see how the data is being sent, sending 34 by node 3, node 4. So in case we want to change the address of the nodes within the source code, so let's say for example I'll change the value of this broadcast. So this broadcast, let me say I use 10 here, again 1001 and 10 here, and in the unicast what I do is I do the 10 here, coordinator address. Now I'll just minimize this window and go for reloading it. So reloading will do the compilation. In case reloading fails, then what you do is you can do compiling using make command and again you come back here. So this way we can do it. Okay, so now the simulation is running. Now you can see. So again the node is sending to the link layer address only. So the address, there is no change in the address, but the nodes are sending value to the link layer address. So in null LL address. So that means that node ID 1. Let me stop it. Pause the simulation. So I pause the simulation. So now the node ID 1 which is sending to null link layer address, and node ID 3 is sending received from this value, and ID 2 also receiving 117 packet, and ID 4 also receiving the value from the 170 node. So that means that most of these nodes, they are all the 3 nodes are receiving the packet from the broadcaster node. So that is how the way the complete program is happening here. And similarly the other nodes also sending to see for example sending ID 3 is sending 119 bytes and 120, ID 2 is sending, and ID 4 is sending 120 to this. So this is a good example of networking without IP version 6 or null network to understand about the bottom layers. Okay. So that's all about this null network. So please go through this null network example given in the folder, this folder. So we have two examples. So example, so nullnet hyphen broadcast.c and nullnet hyphen unicast.c. So these are the two examples. So thank you for watching this video. Please execute the simulations for the forthcoming quizzes and the digital assignments too. Thank you.